Hey there, ScouterStan. I'm just here to tell you a little more about knot tying. Now that seems kind of a primitive thing, but I believe that it's a critical skill for a lot of youth and for adults too. One of the very first videos that was on YouTube was my knot tying video, 7 knots every scout should know, which is also here on the channel. You may have seen it. It's an older film. It was actually done on videotape and then digitized and put on YouTube. It's one of the very first YouTube videos that was out there in the day. And it's been moved around, it's been on different channels, but it's the same video. And you can use this as training. A lot of times when you learn a knot, you may learn it for the moment, but you quickly forget it. Often when I'm doing training and I'm talking to youth, I equate it to a musical instrument. You may learn how to do or reproduce a certain note on an instrument, but if you don't practice, you will not perfect that and become natural for you to do that note. The same thing is true with tying knots. Every scouter and scouts should have a rope in their pocket when they're out and about. This simple piece of rope can really reduce time when you practice the knot. It can also tell you when you're not doing the knot correctly. If you feel that it's not working together and it's not looking right, you can go back and look at the book and the illustrations and the video and find ways to do it better. Practice is the way you remember how to tie a given knot. And having that practice rope in your pocket will help. Make sure that it's a good piece of rope that you can keep handy and just put in your pocket. And keep it around. Scouters, whatever possible, encourage your youth to have that piece of rope in their pocket or over their belt loop, someplace handy where they can actually practice these knots. Practice will make them perfect, will actually engrave into their memory how to tie these knots. Feel free to use the video. Remember to slow it down. You may want to mute it, but slow it down so that you can actually see how the knot comes together. That's critical for when you're teaching knot tying. And often I find that it's easier to teach youth than it is to teach adults how to tie knots. So practice makes perfect. Definitely go out there, work on those knots. Thank you for joining me for this short thing about knots. And I plan to put out some more knot tying videos, so feel free to subscribe. I've got my little subscription thing right over here, and feel free to click on that. Or if you would like more information about ScouterStan, click on the link. Thank you for joining me today.